It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
This one out quickly to Watkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one.
There he goes, right side. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Hurts. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a third and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
On that last carry. Here's second and 7. In motion, the tight end. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Buffalo 18!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Kwity Paye in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's got it complete to Fowler. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown. Great effort there. 64 yards. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning.